You are listening to the Fantasy Football Friends Forever podcast. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, and make sure to turn on the notifications. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Football Friends Forever. Mad Max here alongside Pistol Pete. We are doing the AFC South offseason moves, all your coaching changes, free agent signings, additions, losses, draft picks, and what that means for you guys as far as fantasy football. Pete's going to start it off with the Houston Texans.
I mean, before we dive into all that, I got to let the audience know. I mean, look at this new mic we got. We're doing big things here.
Trying the two-mic system. We'll see how it works.
Yeah, I mean, we're moving up, though.
Yeah,
I like it. It's a game
times.
changer.
Exciting times here at the Friends Forever, what do we call this? The cave? I don't know, the man cave up here.
We're doing big things here. We'll get right to it. Oh, my gosh. They didn't have a first-round pick because they traded that away for Laramie Tunsil, which is...
Is he still on the roster?
Laramie Tunsil is... We'll get into these signings here soon, but their second-round pick was a defensive tackle from TCU, 6'4", 305. He's got a basketball background, so he's, agile. He's good on his feet, but his technique is not great.
Yeah.
He's just raw.
Just a raw talent. What round did they get him in?
Second. They didn't have a first-round pick, and then the rest of the pick, they didn't have an offensive skill player till the fifth round. Some wide receiver from Rhode Island that just was irrelevant.
Irrelevant, for sure.
Yeah, we just got to get to the losses.
I mean, there's the obvious elephant in the room.
It's just Bill O'Brien. I don't know.
They got David Johnson. That's an addition.
I think we know how I feel about David Johnson.
Yeah.
I've been off that train a while, but letting go of DeAndre Hopkins, you send a fourth rounder for David Johnson and a second and a fourth rounder in 2021. That's egregious.
There was just friction there between Hopkins and Bill O'Brien, and I think there was he wanted a new contract. I think Bill O'Brien, from what I was reading, is that the Texans thought he was over the hill, essentially. They've seen the best of DeAndre Hopkins. So they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to give him a pay raise because it's if you think you've seen the best of the player, then why would you pay him more money?
I just never want my head coach being the GM. Unless you're like Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
I don't want my head coach having control of player personnel, because if Stephon Diggs got a first in return, you have to get a first-round pick for DeAndre. I don't care if you think he's over the hill.
Yeah.
The guy's in his prime still. Someone's dishing out a first-round pick.
Yeah, dude, they got fleeced. I'm not arguing that. They got fleeced for sure. And the offense has definitely just got to take a dip, right?
I think it's taking a dip.
I don't know.
I think it's taking a dip, and their signings, though, this is how you know, you don't have a GM running, because he was, out of tune with the market. He paid Randall Cobb 3 years, $27 million. No one's paying Randall Cobb.
That's a bad contract.
Who are you betting against? And then they added Brandon Cooks.
Good player, but can't stay healthy.
Traded a second-rounder for him. I don't know if I'm doing that deal, honestly. And that Laramie Tunsil, their tackle, paid him 3 years, $66 million. He's the highest paid offensive lineman in the league now, $22 million.
Is he good?
He's all right.
I know he got, he's the guy from The Blind Side, right?
Oh, no.
Who was that? Who's that?
No.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Michael Orr.
Yeah. That's who it is. No. Tunsil was from did he come from the Dolphins?
He came from Ole Miss, too. But yeah, he's from the Dolphins.
He got graded out as 75. So he's average.
Yeah, he's average. It's just
highest tackle paid in the league. Yeah, Bill O'Brien is sinking that ship, and that play call, I still stand by it against the Chiefs when they faked that punt and Sorensen flew in and made that tackle. That was the momentum shifting play call, and it was just the worst play call I have ever. Dude, the Texans were owning that game, and they just decide we finally scored, and then we got to stop, and it's you have to punt. Make us score again. You can't just They gave us all the momentum. They gave us a short field. We scored a touchdown. Game over. We go on to win.
It's just a panic move. It just reeked of desperation.
Dude, Bill O'Brien should have been fired after that, if you ask me.
Yeah, I do not like Bill O'Brien, and I'm not a fan of the Brandon Cooks thing. I'm not giving up a second rounder for Brandon Cooks.
No,
I've already got Will Fuller,
a guy that can't even stay on the field. Yeah, they just don't have that big body guy.
Yeah, and now they're fantasy guys. It's David Johnson, Deshaun Watson, Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks. Like
who do you like from there?
I mean, I still think Deshaun Watson's going to be a top 12 quarterback.
He's going QB. 41 overall right now, ADP. So that's
fourth round.
Fourth round, yeah.
I'm probably not taking him there.
I think that's too early.
I think it is too.
Especially when you can get a guy like Kyler Murray in the 5th, 6th.
Yeah, I'm not taking him there. It's just I've heard this argument Moore might be better a little. He might spread the ball around more because he's not focusing in on DeAndre Hopkins. But
he was doing that last year. That was the problem with Hopkins last year. Because he was getting short targets, but he just wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He used to just be a target monster, and Deshaun Watson would just force him the ball. And last year he was spreading the ball around. David Johnson, he's going 64.7 right now.
I'm out on David Johnson.
No,
I just don't.
What is that? 6th round?
5th, 6th, yeah.
5th, 6th round.
I'm out.
You won't take him in the 5th or 6th round?
Not 5th round. Not if I can take Kenyon Drake.
True.
I'm just not. I'm taking my boy Akers too. I don't think David Johnson's never gonna be that guy from 2016. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I do think it's a good fit as far as offense goes. Bill O'Brien, I think he's just gonna get the touches.
I just don't know if he's gonna stay healthy.
I like David Johnson 5th, 6th round.
I'm not taking him. You can tap him in the 5th. You take him. I'll pass on him.
6th. I probably won't take him in the 5th, but I'll probably take I think I would take him in the 6th.
Did you take anybody of those receivers? Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller.
So Fuller and Cooks is going. They're going right next to each other. So Fuller's going 77. Brandon Cooks is going 82 right now. So you're looking at 7th, 8th rounds.
I love Will Fuller, but he just can't stay healthy.
Fuller's going ahead of Cooks. Do you like that?
I do.
I do
Cooks
like that too.
has so many concussion issues.
Yeah,
the guy's always hurt.
I'm drafting Fuller.
Oh, I love Will Fuller.
I don't know if I'm drafting Brandon Cooks, but I will draft Will Fuller in that 7th, 8th round. That's the kind of guy that he's either going to be healthy or he's not. And when he is healthy,
he's putting up
points. You put him in your lineup, and he's putting up 20 points for you.
Yeah.
So I do like Will Fuller. You like the tight ends? Darren Fells?
No.
I'm not in on Darren Fells. That's about it, really. I'm probably fading Cooks. I think Cooks in this 8th round is just not really worth it, in my opinion.
I think you're going to be disappointed. You're just not going to get the production.
I think Fuller's the guy to have, though.
I think he is, too. Sure. I like Will Fuller.
All right.
Next team. We got the Colts. No major coaching changes for them. And in the draft, they got some players in the draft, both in the 2nd round. I love this guy. Wide receiver, big body, Michael Pittman from USC.
He's nice.
The guy is just 6'4", 220, huge catch radius. The guy just gets it, and he adjusts to the ball well.
Yeah.
I love Michael Pittman. I just think the guy is going to produce. Opposite of T.Y., it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, perfect fit. And, I mean, I guess my real thing is, he's in the Phillip Rivers offense now. Obviously, they got Phillip Rivers. They got Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, that's the next guy I was going to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you can talk about him.
We'll talk about that, when we're talking about their fantasy outlook.
Well, yeah.
I like Michael Pittman as a player, though.
I like him. The second guy, is Jonathan Taylor, like you said. He actually ran the fastest 40 in the combine out of running backs, 4.39. 5'11", 227. The guy's he's had a lot of carries. He just wears opponents down. He's a good one-cut runner. He's not flashy, but
no. He's north-south. He's going to make the one cut, like you said. He had a really good offensive line at Wisconsin. He's a big play guy, though. That guy's got, like you said, 4.39 speed. Like he's got game-breaking speed. He can pass catch out of the backfield. I think he had like 26 catches last year, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Good player, and I think it's a good fit.
He's going to get the rock.
Because, I mean, the Colts have one of the top offensive lines in the league. They brought back Costanzo.
Mm-hmm.
Stud. Like, that offensive line's built, and so, yeah, I think
they're going to run the rock, too.
Yeah,
like
I think that's what that draft pick says.
Yeah, and, another flyer guy. This could be for the future, though. I hate the guy. Jacob Eason, 4th rounder, Washington quarterback. Not a Jacob Eason guy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Jacob Eason guy either. The guy's he's just a statue in the pocket, but he's just not
no presence in the pocket.
I just not on Eason. I thought it was a bad pick. I don't think that's because it's clearly their project. They're gonna have Philip Rivers there for the next year or two, and then they're hoping Eason turns into the guy. And I just don't think it's ever gonna pan out.
I don't either. But that's it for their draft and the additions. Like you said, the big guy Philip Rivers. I think he's an upgrade over Jacoby Brissett. Like I agree. I know Brissett got hurt a little bit last year, but I think the league he has limitations. So does Rivers, but I just think Rivers offers that higher upside for that offense than Jacoby Brissett.
So, like, as far as the highest drafted player, we'll just go down the list here. T.Y. Hilton, going at the 39 spot. So you're looking at about early 4th round pick there.
I've been a hater on T.Y. for the last few years. I do not draft him.
I'm probably not taking T.Y. just because I just don't know if Rivers has the arm to really get it to where T.Y. because T.Y. breaks it downfield. You know what I mean?
I wish they would use him, like either him or Zach Pascal is going to have that Keenan Allen role. Like someone's going to get a lot of those.
T.Y. normally lines up outside.
He does. I just think Pittman's going to line up outside, and
I think Parris Campbell is probably going to be the guy that's in the slot.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah. So now you got Marlon Mack. You like Marlon Mack at 48.7?
No.
I just feel like they're not adjusting so far. Like Jonathan Taylor, I like Jonathan Taylor. I think he'll eventually take over the backfield.
I think he will too. He's just more talented than Marlon Mack, honestly. Younger legs. Marlon Mack's he gets the rock a lot, but he doesn't hold up.
So if Jonathan Taylor emerges as like the guy, how early do you think you'd be willing to take him?
I'm taking him I would take him in the 6th, honestly.
That's the earliest you would ever take him?
Probably early 5th.
Are you taking him before Cam Akers?
I'm taking him before David Johnson.
Okay. That's okay, so 5th round maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I could just if he emerges as the bell cow, then I really like that offensive line. I could see him earlier though.
Yeah,
honestly,
I'm hoping he doesn't like
12-team league
break out.
Yeah, that would be the hope. Hopefully you can get him in the 5th or 6th round. I think he's probably going to go earlier than that, and I just don't know if I'm willing to pull the trigger on a guy that's there with Marlon Mack and Nyheim Hines, and who knows how much of a workload he ends up with. Now we're looking at Parris Campbell, Michael Pittman. They're both going pretty close to each other. Parris Campbell going off about a round earlier. Looking at about 12th round. So kind of flyer range.
I mean,
so if you're taking a flyer, are you taking Parris Campbell or are you taking Michael Pittman?
Taking Parris Campbell, even though I hate doing that. I want to take Michael Pittman, but like you said, he feels like that Mike Williams role in that offense.
No, that's exactly where I was getting to. Is he feels like a Mike Williams, and you're just always going to be sitting there man, if Philip Rivers would just throw him the damn ball. No, he's not throwing him the ball, all right? The guy does not throw the ball downfield. I think Parris Campbell is the sleeper.
No, I agree.
I don't think it's T.Y. I don't think it's Michael Pittman. Parris Campbell out of the slot. I think he could eat this year.
You know who else I think could eat in this offense? Jack Doyle.
Yeah.
Eric Ebron's gone.
That's a good point, yeah.
I like Jack Doyle.
I like Jack Doyle, too.
I know he's not flashy or anything, but I think you get good value out of him.
I think, Jack Doyle's a good pick. Obviously, I don't think Philip Rivers is a fantasy viable option, but I do think he will produce some fantasy viable players around him. I like Parris Campbell. I like Jack Doyle as well. Maybe some Jonathan Taylor, depending on when you can get them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it for the Colts.
On to the Titans.
Titans. No coaching changes either. Vrabel just kept the same staff. I mean, no reason to change.
Love Mike Vrabel, by the way. If you are consistent listeners of the podcast, you already know that.
Man crush.
Dude, Vrabel's my dog.
They drafted into round 1 an offensive lineman, Isaiah Wilson. He's a right tackle from Georgia. No surprise there. 6'7", 350.
Whew.
Guy's massive.
That is a big boy.
He's a big-time run blocker, which, I mean, the Titans love to run the rock.
Yeah. They're going to continue running the rock.
He's not a great pass blocker, but I think he's going to play guard. He's going to take Jack Conklin's spot.
Okay.
So I like the pick just because, I mean, they just love running the rock. And then they drafted a third-round change of pace back, Darrington Evans from Appalachian State. I didn't know who he was, honestly, but 5'10", 203. He's got a little burst. He's just a chain. He's like the Dion Lewis of that offense.
He's 5'10", though. He's kind of...
Yeah.
But at 203, that's really not that much. Like, you'd probably want to see him around 210, 212. So he's kind of... He doesn't have a lot of pounds on him.
Yeah. And they added... They didn't add much, honestly. They added Vic Beasley, flyer, defensive end. I mean, his best years were in Atlanta. It seems like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But he's young.
That's a pretty good signing. I mean, because they lost an edge defender, didn't they? Cameron Wake.
Oh, yeah.
They lost Cameron Wake. He's 38.
That guy's been in the league forever.
Yeah. Holy. Lose Cameron Wake. Insert a guy 10 years younger. Vic Beasley, 28 or about to be 28. He's 27.8 years old. So you got to like that swap there, essentially.
Yeah, and they franchised Derrick Henry. Like, they gave him the tag.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means for his future beyond this year.
Probably not with the Titans.
I think that's a huge mistake.
You think so?
Yeah. In that offense, you need Derrick Henry. I don't want Ryan Tannehill slinging the ball.
I just don't think you can pay a running back in the league. Go draft one. You can go draft a running back next year. They'll be fine.
I don't know.
I'm not drafting a running back. I'm not paying a running back, no.
I
would not pay Derrick Henry. I would let someone else go pay Derrick Henry. I like the franchise tag. Get one more year out of him. Move on.
We'll see.
He'll be old after that, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, how old is he? He was sitting behind
He's
guys
about to be 26, so next year he'll be 27.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give a
27, 8, 9?
No, the prime of a running back is like 24. 24 to 27 is a running back's prime.
I'll pay Derrick. The guy didn't play for 2 years. Sat behind DeMarco Murray.
I'm not paying Derrick Henry.
Well, then you're not paying anyone.
I'm not.
You're just letting...
The Panthers are idiots.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
The Panthers are idiots. What are they doing?
Their losses. It's going to be Derrick Henry.
They just burned $60 million.
Oh, man. Jack Conklin, their tackle. He's a good player. Lost him. Mariota. Bust. Got rid of him.
Don't say Mariota's name while I'm drinking water.
Got rid of him. And Delaney Walker. They finally got rid of him.
Yeah.
I feel like Delaney Walker is 58 years old, too.
Yeah, he has been in the league forever. He's got an ankle issue every single year.
Does. But the fantasy guys, A.J. Brown.
Stud.
Guy was just a stud.
Well, Tannehill at the end of the, once he took over, that offense was viable.
Tannehill viable.
Himself was
I have
money.
Him down here.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, obviously. He's going to be a first-round pick.
Yeah, he's pick 12 right now. You smashing that at 12?
I am.
You gotta want pick 12 at that point.
Yeah, I have to.
And then you've got A.J. Brown at pick 49. So he's the next.
Pick 49? That's a late fourth. That's the end of the fourth minute.
You smashing that too? I like that.
I like that.
Dude, A.J. Brown's a stud.
He is.
That guy just makes plays.
I thought he'd be higher than that, honestly.
I love A.J. Brown. Corey Davis.
No.
Nope. Later ball.
What about Jonnu Smith? Tight end. He had some all right
sneaky.
games.
his hands are terrible.
Yeah.
He can't catch a cold, man. Yeah, Johnny Smith was the next guy off. He's going flyer range. Tannehill.
Where's he going?
153.
Dang.
You pretty much get Tannehill for free.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
That makes you want to go 0 QB.
No, that's solid.
Didn't Wong win his championship with Tannehill?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, he just picked Tannehill up and rode him all the way to the championship.
Second half of the year, he was like QB top 5. Like,
yeah.
guy was just crushing.
Dude, I like Tannehill. That makes me want to go 0 Q and get Tannehill. Wow.
Not bad.
All right, Titans. Love that.
Unfortunately, we have to do the Jags.
Guys, we have a new segment. It'll be at the end of the show. It's called the what are we calling it? Friendly.
Oh man,
what was it?
Friendly facts.
The friendly finish.
The friendly
finish is our new segment at the end of the show. It'll be one fun question. Pete asked me a question. I asked Pete a question. Get to know us a little bit. Sometimes it'll be a little goofy. But stick around during this Jags segment for the friendly finish. Go ahead, Jaguars.
Nice. All right, we'll try to get this through here. Coaching changes. They finally fired Tom Coughlin, like the VP of football operations. Guy did a terrible job. Nobody wants to go there. He doesn't sign anybody. I mean, if you don't want to, you just can't continue to let good players walk. Like, you can't let Jalen Ramsey just walk. Like, you're going to let Leonard Fournette walk, which is, it's fine, but nobody wants to go there. Like,
yeah, I think Jalen Ramsey is the big issue. Yeah. Like, I don't mind letting Leonard Fournette walk. Mm-hmm. Like, we've already talked about how I believe paying running backs is stupid. So, yeah, wouldn't pay Fournette, but you can't let an elite corner leave because you don't want to pay him.
Yeah. I mean,
that's ridiculous.
It's dumb. It was a long time coming. But their draft, first round, drafted a corner, C.J. Henderson.
Good player.
To replace Jalen Ramsey. Yeah,
he's no Jalen Ramsey.
No. I mean, he's not. I like their second-round pick, though. He's a receiver, Laviska Shenault from Colorado.
Stud.
Kid's a dynamic ball player.
Yeah, he's raw. He's not the most elite route runner. He's just not polished, but the guy's just a physical freak, man. The guy's fast, strong.
Yeah, said he could play running back, like, if he wanted to.
I think he lined up at running back a few times. Like, there's a little Ty Montgomery out there, but, like, juiced up.
Yeah, and I think he's going to have a chance in this offense, too. I mean, it's not...
Yeah, there's not, like you got DJ Chark, but outside of DJ Chark, there's nothing much there, and so I definitely think he'll get some targets. I don't know if he'll be, like, fantasy viable, though, this year, but he's definitely a guy to, like, keep on your radar future years to come kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then, man, their additions, like I said, they added Tyler Eifert at tight end. Like,
what are you doing?
I mean, talk about a guy who's just snapping his back, ankle, whatever, left and right. It's just a thin list.
It's whatever. Like,
I mean, nobody just...
Irrelevant. Like, I'm just considering that just irrelevant ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy is never healthy.
He's just not. And then they lost him. They're going to lose Marcel Darius. He's been in the league for a while, D-tackle. But the fantasy, man, I don't know if I want anybody on this team.
Okay, as far as fantasy goes, you got Fournette, first guy off the board. He's going at 18.5, so mid-second round. You like Fournette mid-second?
I have to consider it.
I'd think about it. It would depend.
I think if I went receiver first, I would have to take him.
I probably am not going Fournette, though. I think there's probably, like, I bet you Joe Mixon somewhere around there. I would like Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Yeah, just probably a wide receiver. Mike Evans probably around there. I think there's guys that in that mid-second round that I would like over Fournette. If it was late second, I think that's the spot you're looking to. I would be looking to get him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Or if I didn't take a running back and he was like the best running back.
That's what I was saying.
Like,
if I go wide receiver first round, I think I have to take him.
Yeah. So then second off the board is going to be DJ Chark. He's going off at pick 37, so first pick of the fourth round.
First pick of the third round. 37 or 47?
37.
Yeah, third round.
Fourth round.
37? 12?
I'm basing off 12 team, yeah.
Yeah, 12
12 times
24.
3 is 36.
Yeah, third round. Oh, fourth. Oh, yeah. Okay. Whoops. Oh!
Math major over here.
Serbian math skills.
Anyways, first pick, fourth round.
I'm not taking him. I just don't want him.
A.J. Brown is still on the board. Probably.
Yeah, I think there's better players.
I just don't trust the quarterback. DJ Chark himself is a very good football player, though.
He is a good player.
He reminds me of A.J. Green.
I'm just not over. He does. Same body type.
A lot of A.J. Green.
Yeah. It could cost me, but I don't know. I'm just not over drafting for him.
So then you got D.D. Westbrook going about 12th round. Minshew. No.
I don't want anyone else. Like, no. I'm not even.
Yeah. Like, it's pretty much Fournette or Chark. I think everybody else is kind of like plug-and-play guys. Not really guys I think are going to break out. Yeah, fading the Jags. We can stop talking about the Jags. We're going to the friendly finish.
Let's go.
Here we go. One question apiece. I will ask the first question. My question to you, Pete. First place or first thing you are doing after quarantine?
First place I am going to after quarantine, back to my roots, Lee Summit, Missouri. Hitting up downtown Lee Summit, probably hitting up Stewie's, Arcade Alley, Todd Spurk if you're watching. I'll be in.
What's the first bar you're going to in downtown Lee Summit? You got to pick one.
I'm going to Arcade Alley.
Arcade Alley, first spot. Pete is stopping for the quarantine.
Get those whiskey and cokes ready.
Fire it at me, Pete.
So for people that don't know, we are going on a float trip here Memorial Day weekend. On the float, how many beers are you going to smash?
All right, follow-up question to this. How long does this float trip take?
It's an 8-mile float. You're
8
going to be on
float,
the river for
how many hours?
Probably minimum 8.
8 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Over under 15 beers, or you just want me to give a guesstimate?
Over under, I'm going to go over under 17.
17 beers, over under in 8 hours. I am smashing the... Wow. That's a good number.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Give me... That's 2 beers an hour.
Yeah.
I would be wasted.
I think you might be. That's if it's sunny, the water,
if it's a beautiful day out and it's hot, give me the over. So I'm going to base it off of the temperature, and if the temperature is over 70 degrees, give me the over. If the temperature is under 70 degrees, give me the under.
Okay, we'll hold you to that.
Sorry to make the answer complicated. That'll do it for this show, though, guys. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you listening. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think. What players you like, who's your sleepers, what takes did you not agree with. We'd love to hear it.